everybody, it's Lori Morlock with Let's Stamp with Lori, and today we're going to make a thank you card using the Painted Poppies suite. So let's get started. First, I want to show you though that it's celebration time, and we got our new mini catalog. You can order from this from January through June, and for every $50 you spend, you get to order something free out of the celebration catalog. If you have any questions, just text me or email, and I'll send you a catalog for free. So we're going to start out with our Painted Poppies. And luckily with our suite, you're going to get 2 stamp sets. The Peaceful Moments has all the pretty sentiments, and then our Painted Poppies that we're going to use is all your flowers. So this is what our card is going to look like when we're finished. I used the hammered embossing folder. I used 2 of our scalloped oval framelits, and then everything else I just used my Memento ink, and then I painted with our Stampin' blends. So this is really one of my favorite new colors, is Painted Poppy. So I cut this 8.5 by 5.5. I creased it at 4 1/4. So we're just going to bend that over here. Nice and neat here. And it's really easy with our Big Shot. You're going to just, what I used, is I used my magnetic platform and just one of my blades to get that to work. So let me do this real quick. And what's nice about Stampin' Up's, most of their embossing folders now, can you see the black line? You can just line up your paper right there. And this paper is 4 by 5 1/4. And we're just going to frame our base here. So I'm just going to lay that down like this, put my plate on top of it, and put it through my Big Shot really fast. And then it's just going to be this beautiful hammered edge. It's really a pretty embossing folder. So we'll just go ahead and we'll use our snail, and we're going to put this down on our cardstock. And this Painted Poppy DSP, well, it's really, I say that and people are like, what is that? It's our designer series paper. And it really is just a really beautiful, all the paper's just so pretty. And what's nice about it is always so different, which it's kind of hard to see, but it looks like it's just had water dripped on it. So it's faded in and out, kind of like an ombre. So I'm going to attach this to our black. And my panel, my black is going to be 2 by 5 1/4. And my Peaceful Poppies designer series paper is 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. So I'm just going to use my snail. And it's also easy, if you don't have this type of adhesive, glue, just your multi-purpose glue is going to be fine. And I'm beginning to use that a little bit more, only because once I start to lay it down, it is still movable. Where if it's just not lined up perfectly the way you want it, you can kind of scoot it around here. And there we go with that. And of course, this is just everything. I've just laid it down. The only thing that I'm going to pop up with our dimensionals is going to be our sentiment. And then once that's attached, and you want to turn it over where it looks pretty. And I just sit there and I think, well, I just think I want it right here. So I just make sure it's even, and I lay that straight up like that. So even without, the pop of your cinnamon, it really is a beautiful card already. So we're going to go ahead and let's get those flowers, the poppies, see. Because what I've done is I've put a poppy on the inside, and my inside frame is 5 1/4 by 4. And then I use this really pretty Whisper White medium envelopes, and I just went ahead and stamped, the flower on that too. So we're going to take our black Memento, Here is our pretty poppy. I'm going to just put that down like that. And then on my envelope, I'm just going to kind of do the top and lay that on the front like that. And then what I'm going to do is use our Stampin' blends. Now I'm going to use the light Mossy Meadow and the dark and the light Poppy Parade. So always start out with your light first. Now it's easy. It does have two sides, more like the pen and more like the brush. So whichever one's your favorite. And see, you'll just go down through here like this. You know, just color in, you know, your stem. You're going to color in your leaf a little bit. And you're going to do the same thing with your Poppy Parade. Now I'm going to sit there and just kind of go like that with the light. You'll do that. And then you would just go in darker. You know, just kind of outline where you would like it. And the finished product, of course, is going to look like this. And see how I put it, darkened some of the edges. Now, if you like this, I really kind of like it where it stays white on the outside too. So what I'm going to do with this one I've already finished. And see, look how I just left the outline of it white. It really kind of looks abstract, or kind of like it's just got I don't know, a really pretty background of the color. So that's what we're going to use today. So I'm going to adhere that with my adhesive. And it will, with the blends, it will bleed through. So make sure that whatever you're using those for, you don't want to see the opposite side. Now, our little Stampin' Right markers, they will not bleed through. So sometimes you might want to use those instead. And so I'm just going to attach this here. And I just kind of line it up this way. And then, so see, there's that. So let's get to putting the cinnamon on there. So we're going to use our Poppy Parade and our basic black. And we're going to use our scalloped from our ovals. And the black is going to be in the bigger one here. And you really want to try to use all of the paper you've cut out. And these are just 2.5 inch strips. Now I'm also going to use my magnetic platform again. I'm going to put that down. And I'm going to lay that here. And what's fun about this, especially, and I should probably cut this down a little bit more, you really can go ahead and cut both of these at the same time. There's enough room. So let's see if I can do this and show y'all that you can cut two things at the same time. You're gonna lay that down. Let's see if I did it. Here's gonna be that. And then there's my black. But see, I did cut it off just a hair, but we'll cover that up. Now, also, I wanted to show you, and I didn't get a chance, I got ahead of myself. A lot of times, people are professional enough that they can cut this out and then stamp their sentiment. Let me show you. Really, the easiest way is to go ahead, get your sentiment in here. Get it on there. And now you don't have to worry if it's crooked or anything. All you have to do is just go back over here to your big shot. And now, as you're laying this on here, see if you can get a good shot of this. You can just move it around. Let's say it was lopsided. You can move this so it's going to be perfectly over. And it's going to be a perfect oval. So let's see. Now we're going to do that again. And don't ever feel like, just like this one that I messed up, don't ever think, oh, all is lost. Because now what I'm going to do, instead of putting that right in the center, I'm just going to offset it. And look, it still looks just as good, and no one's ever would know that you made a mistake. So let's do that. So I'm going to offset it just to cover that up, maybe about right there. Huh, that looks pretty good. And then we'll put our dimensionals on the back. Well, I don't think I need that many. I don't think that's ever happened to me before where that many's come off at one time. We'll put 3 on here. And don't ever feel like, oh, I've made a mistake. Oh, what am I going to do? Whoever's receiving your cards, they're going to be so excited to have a handmade card. It's just, I know I still enjoy getting them when they're handmade. And then I'm just going to sit there. And let's see. Play around. I like it right there. And there you go. And look, they're both different. And I think I may like that one even better. Just being offset just a little bit. And so don't worry. Anytime you can always just cover something up. Use a real pretty embellishment. And always kind of cover up what you feel like maybe might be a mistake. And there's 2 different ways right there that I've done both of these cards. And this is really a beautiful suite. And if you just want the bundle, everything about this bundle and suite is just beautiful. And here is my painted Poppies thank you card directions. You can visit me at Let's Stamp with Lori at lorimorlock.stampinup.net. My host code is good through February 20th of this year, and there's my host code. If you have any questions, please call, and if you would like, come join my team. We'd love to have you. Let's Stamp Texas.